Health is real, help and is transparent, inclusive, 2025. Others fault River Sole Administrator on new budget plans and contract cancellations. Police arrest one for defiling minor in Port Harcourt. Waste evacuation ongoing in Igruta after funding assurance from Rivers Administrator. On the foreign scene, Qatar condemns Israel its chairman focuses on creating job opportunities and investing in key sectors such as agriculture, infrastructure, and technology.
We are in the process of putting together a new budget that reflects the education and the continued infrastructural development of state. We focuses on and support for our state's infrastructural projects. This includes both financial backing and the facilitation of speedy execution of federal.
In his address, Chairman of the Senate Committee on Works, Senator Barry Nada Mpigi, said they were in the state to oversee some ongoing federal projects like the Bodo Boni Link Road and Bridge and the Coastal Road project, which is 40% complete and will benefit the state eventually. Correspondent led by the Managing Director, Dr. Pierre Lubashk. The Rumeme Unity Forum in Obiakpo local government area has frowned at some procurement processes, among others. In a statement signed by the President General, RUF, Bishop Stanley Freeman, they urged the sole administrator to remember his primary assignment, which is to pay salaries and make peace between the warring political with the reverse the National Assembly, who is and rest democratically elected. In the same vein, Dr. Inaseku says the Constitution does not empower unelected individuals. The government was the administrator of River State, Ibokta Ibas, to present the 2020 who are the conditions for declaring state of emergency as in Section 305 of the Constitution do not apply to River State, and therefore urge President Bola Tinubu to call the sole administrator to order.
The sole administrator is under a democratic system, a budget. All those plans are the experts, and law does not recognize that. All the things that Section 305 provided are circumstances that must be actual and real in the state for state of emergency to be declared non-existent in River State. So it was an illegal plot. It was a guided plan.
Dr. Eku called on the suspended governor Siminala Ifubara to challenge what he called the unity.
Well, you continue to speak against the pressure so that this legality can be brought to an end. So for me, I am calling on the President of the Federal Republic. They should reverse the state in the event where it is proved that the state assembly cannot legislate on its constitutional functions. But the sole administrator dabbling into budget presentation, in my view as a lawyer, is unlawful. It is not the law. What ordinary should between the state within the period that the president asked him to administer the state.
Similarly, presenting a 2025 budget.
Instead, he's drawing budget to rule River State. Has he been able to start any peace movement? What of the human development aspect? Who and who will he be developing when he's operating as a sole administrator in a democratic dispensation? Then he will not be monitored by those in Abuja who may not be principally Rivers people.
To declare a state of emergency helped to calm the rising political tension, which could have escalated.
They are not giving no more 3 years salary. How do you recompense for that? Even
the weeks of emergency, says the state of emergency declared by
state of emergency is as simple as that, because they don't know what will happen if they're going home. Everybody does not stay in GRA, praying that things get better.
exist or call themselves leaders or stakeholder is now an illegality because Julius Abure no longer has the legality.
Rocking the Labour Party.
Assembly in support of the leadership of Peter Obi under the caretaker chairmanship of Nenadi Usman. There was never an issue of whether there was a crack or not. It was just a few persons facing the snacks that with the decision.
The representative of the C4I strike Union will win for the finger minor. Spokesperson of the command, Grace Iringe Koko, in a statement sent to April, Koko said it was company of the minor when he was arrested. She had confessed in the minor in 3 other individuals also engaged in a full act for over. That efforts are currently on the way to arrest this lodge. She will be charged. Is an ongoing evacuation of the waste area, sparking growing frustration. One of the contractors in charge of the clearing, Newton Amadi, told our correspondent that the declaration of the state of emergency in Rivers State and suspension of Governor Similai Fubara led to their initial of
This job has been for us for a very long time. We have been doing our best, but because of what is happening in the state, there was a lot of fear because of the changes in the state. But now the solar administration has said funds should be released and people should go back to work. We are back on site. Right now, payloaders are working, our tippers are working. Our area was to do best. Our people in this area are happy doing. The state was in order. When the governor was there, we never experienced this.
Amadi further said contractors returning to clearing waste today after the head of submission in
government, not Rwama. There are some areas that is covered by Rwama.
The second vice chairman of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, River State branch, Esel Gene, tech companies which have been offering low cost or free transfers. Speaking to correspondent Martha Okere, Ejogbamu said the move will likely put pressure on other banks. He warned that if commercial bank can still remain profitable despite its zero transfer fee policy.
Bank make money through different avenues, so online bank charges is just one of it. So that you remove one might increase your inflow and even bring more business to you, and you still cover for that profit from other ventures. So it's not like they are interested in making a loss. No, it's just a business strategy. Because those banks, if you look at balance sheets and remove the income from these online charges, it will not be reasonable profit. So online charge alone cannot close a bank down.
In other news, Jehovah's Witnesses will be launching a month-long 30-minute Bible-based public talk will highlight what Jesus said about truth and where it can be found in highlight what Jesus said about truth and where it can be found in Movinism structuring the participation. To learn more about this and destruction of a warehouse east of Rafah belonging to the Saudi Center for Culture and Heritage, a blatant violation of international humanitarian law, The Foreign Ministry in a statement renewed its call. For urgent action by the international community to assume its responsibility and stop the Gaza war. Police have arrested one person for defiling a minor in Port Harcourt. Waste evacuation is ongoing in Ugruta after funding assurance from Rivers Administrator. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721